How do I make an asset? First, what you want to do is grab like a reference for scale. Reference for scale. I'll go with lollipop. As you study the asset, you can see that you can select one of the lines and see that the stroke size is set to 3.5. So when you're using the line tool or the pen tool, I don't know how to use the pen tool. When you're using either one, make sure your stroke is 3.5. There is a pencil already in BFDIA, but I don't care. I'm gonna make a new pencil asset. So I'll just grab an image for reference. And you know what? I'll make it kind of stupid. So, oh yeah, you press. If you don't want to if you want a straight line, press hold shift while doing it, or use the magnet tool. I could just copy that, Control Shift V to paste that at the same place. And then, if you're connecting lines, make sure you have the magnet tool on. Make sure. Like, for readjustments, you can go you can take off the magnet tool and it'll just unsnap. But for connecting lines, you want to use the magnet tool, just because if you don't, it's gonna be hard. Oh yeah, to get these curved edges, you can select these. You can select them all, and see how they're round right now. You want to change that to this option, Melter Join. It's usually defaulted to 3. I don't even know what it means, but yeah. Got the gold plating up there. And then you can just curve the lines wherever. Okay, so you've got your basic outline. Now, how in the world do I color my asset? And make sure everything's connected too, so I'll change my stage color to here and select this outline thing. Everything looks good, except this. Look, see how it's a little bit not connected. You wanna bring that over there. Sweet. And then for your shading, you can have a default color, just for reference. Then you know how it gets lighter here and then darker here. How do I shade? So what I do is I grab a color that stands out a lot, like this color. This is the one I always use. And then make sure you're using the line tool, by the way. I'm gonna drag. When drag it to where it kind of separates the shading. I'm not sure how to explain it. So I want this to be the lighter part and I want this to be the darker part. Learn shading if you want more details. Oh yeah, and with my colors, don't just grab from the thing. I was just doing that because why not? But you usually have to want to saturate or something. This color is nice. For this color, maybe I'll pick a lighter color. Hue shifting. For lighter colors, I like to go where it seems lighter. Yellow is lighter than orange. Shut up, saving for auto recovery. And then for this one, darker colors. Red looks darker than orange, so I'll go there. And then bring this down to the right a little. There we go. For the graphite, I'll just choose any color of gray. Boom. And then for the thing, I'll just choose like a light shade of peach. Just like nice and orange. That's awesome. It's cool to also shade this too. Like, just cause flat colors are kinda meh. Bucket tool. There we go. That's looking cool. And then I'll get into the eraser. Maybe kind of like pinkish. That's cool. And then grab my other pink thing, my pink lines. That should be... Move the excess as always. Sure, why not? And then darker color like that. Cool. Now for metal. Actually, this is, oh, I actually forgot to color this one. Okay, so I want to make that like a gold color. Like that, sure. The thing about metal is that, like, it reflects off, like, a lot of light. So, in all sides. So, you wouldn't want to shade only this part, but you could have, like, a small gap between the shading and, yeah, a small gap between the shading and the actual color. You can also make your shading more detailed. I like to make like a triangle of some sort. I don't know if that looks good, but whatever. And then let's also have a shine at the top since it's metal. See how it kind of like, it's like a triangle, but like it just like curves in goes in a bit. And then brighter color. There. I can also use shading to make these little like grooves. Using the same color is completely fine. It's valid. It's whatever. How should I do this? Okay. Oh yeah, and double click all your pink lines to get rid of it. that could look better, but this is the sake of making a tutorial. I don't care much about to fix it. Okay, so here's a cool asset, but it's missing one thing that every asset has: colored outlines. So, just like the pink outlines, we want to double click all the black. And then look at like the general color of everything. Well, actually, no, I'm saying this wrong. Want to go to like every object, every different colored object. It's like the eraser. I can select this color, then bring that down. Just make it a darker color than that. That looks fine. But what the problem is, this weird thing. We'll fix that later. Right now, I just want to do this pencil part first. Actually, I think it'd be better if I did this. Select the color, bring it down, put some hue shifting on it. Cool. The thing about Adobe, we hate it, we know, but it's why you want to do this last. Because once you change the color, then it'll bring itself on top of every other line. Oh, maybe I think I need to re-change this color again. I can just like shift that a bit, that's fine. You know what, this sucks. I'll just bring back like that. Sure, okay. And there you have it, I think. That's just the way I do assets. It looks kind of weird, but no, it's a working method, and if you can understand me, then thank you, I guess. I wouldn't really know how to explain it any other way because I am ass at teaching. Remember that. So if you didn't understand anything, I don't blame you, but maybe you should try to try to look at other tutorials on YouTube because I am not a reliable source for tutorials. Goodbye.